to take your words out of context and say the alphas stand for this or the alpha said that.
Yeah, you just.
Yeah, I mean, we are a business. We're a business too.
Pledge of fraternity.
If you're gonna join a fraternity,
pledge of fraternity.
Just
know your shit.
Dosia.
However that come.
No, bro.
Whatever fraternity sorority, know your shit.
Okay.
What's wrong with saying?
What was talking about, Caleb?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a scary situation. I think it's gonna lay out what Greek life is gonna look like in the next maybe 5-6 years. I think it's a good thing to see that Greek life is still happening with like probates. I mean, it's probate season. You know what I'm saying? It's April. You know, spring line. I'm a spring baby. Well, you spring baby, right?
Dog, I'm April 6th.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Aren't
you April 5th?
Yes.
I'm April 6th, the year before you.
Yeah. So like, when I say that though, it's like, you know, it's probate season, but you know, it's kind of eerie in a little bit when you see these videos of you know people probating, because again, it's like it's because like
it's almost
with the young man, and I mean again, like these pictures of these young men that they're finding and of course bringing to justice, rightfully so. This all could have been avoided, and it's just one of them things, man. It all could have been avoided, even to the point where the impact happened. Prior to even all, it could have all been avoided. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, being older now and being a father myself, I couldn't imagine getting that call about my daughter.
Yeah,
you know, trying to join the sorority and losing her life because of it. I really wish. And of course, you can't change, you know, the past. That could have been changed. It could have definitely been prevented. I'm not going to say anything bad about Omega Psi Phi because there have been incidents in all Divine Nine organizations, unfortunately. So I'm not going to throw any stones. Living in a glass house myself, but I will say this: I'm deeply saddened that a young man lost his life. I hope that things can be learned and these mistakes will not be made anymore. And I would love to see the Divine Nine flourish, not just at the grad level, but at the undergrad level too. But insurance is getting higher and higher, and folks don't want to insure because we are a business. Mm-hmm. So folks don't want to insure us. And because we're a collective Divine Nine, when one thing happens to one, it impacts us all.
Everybody.
So I just want to say condolences to his family. Those other guys are young men too, and they've ruined their lives as well. They may be alive, but they will. We'll serve some time, and there'll be all types of things that happens to them.
Oh, it's gonna be big time.
Yeah,
done. Yeah, they found a dude who officially who punched him in the chest.
Yeah,
I think Buddy was like 2 years removed from
over like damn near 30 years old. Everybody was damn near 30 years old.
Yeah, man, like Buddy was a whole like doctor. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's all for nothing. You put your time and your work in to get to that point of success as a young black man or woman, whatever. And in the midst of making the mistake to put harm to another human being, the extent to which you hurt that human being, then to have that human being sit there and later, then to take that human being like allegedly and redress him and present him as something that did not happen. You know, like it's hard to think.
I mean, similar situation. I don't know if y'all talked about it while I was gone, but you know, with SEMO back in the day with the cap.
That happened too.
Yeah, but
happened too.
That's where there's no cappers that can be as Southeast Missouri State. Like I believe Larry Cruz won the last lines.
Yep.
From Southeast Missouri State. And that one, like if you go research or read the paper, it was kind of like they literally just dropped him off at home and put him and tucked him in the bed like he was like a kid, and he died in his sleep, and then wake up for class in the morning, and you know.
It's a crazy time because again,
it's just really heartbreaking, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah,
because again, I don't want to throw strong because Alpha has had our issues of situations too.
Yeah.
So again, I'm not trying to disparage any other organization. We all did what we did to get into our organizations, whatever it is that we did, and I'll leave it at that. But no one's life should be taken.
It's gonna be interesting to see. Like, so it's like if my son, right, gets to that point and he wants to go to college and he wants to pledge a fraternity, and hopefully it's Alpha because you know I'm biased, but whatever the case may be, like it's like, bro, like to get a call like that, you feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, I sent him to y'all. Not sent him to y'all, but I sent him to school to just do what he do. Now, all his outside stuff is on him. But like, that's a whole nother dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Because that's your blood. That's your seed. So I can't even imagine like what the parents is going through. Like I can't even imagine what that feels like. I don't want to imagine what that feels like. I don't want to know what that feels like. But like, even when you talk about amount of money, that's where it even starts to get disrespectful, because it's like you can't put an amount on a child that has such a promising future. I also on the Greek side, I don't want to seem like I'm like trying to, put a knife deeper into somebody who's already down. But it's like that's where you have to know who is in the room. That's why pro fights are so important to be in a situation to know what's going on.
At this point, that shouldn't even be, I hate to say it, even be a thing. Like, there are laws and things put in place where that shouldn't even be a thing. And again, I'm not going to glorify or talk about what I went through to become an alpha. I'm an alpha. It'll be 23 years in a couple days, as a matter of fact. I joined this illustrious organization in 2002.
Illustrious.
It's a fantastic, bro. Yeah.
Give me another. What's another word? Illustrious. It's illustrious.
Why can't you ever fucking be serious, bro?
It's illustrious.
Wait, R.I.P.
No way.
I mean.
You said what? Right to Stephen A. Just off that emotional roller coaster, right to Stephen A. All right.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying. I mean,
I am not going to interrupt. I'm going to let that man speak, and then I'll talk when he gets done.
Let's set the Stephen A. Smith. I thought the last time we talked about it 2 weeks ago, that was going to be the last time we'll be talking about Stephen A. and LeBron. Shout out to everybody still watching that other clip from Stephen A. and LeBron.
Yeah. Before we start, thank y'all for going back and running that one back. Y'all got that's for 2 weeks. What, two episodes ago?
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, y'all got that mug cooking again. So I appreciate y'all.
Yeah,
thank you.
I think that's where we at media though.
So now LeBron, I'm gonna set the table then. Run with it. So Stephen A. No, first LeBron goes on Pat McAfee, right? No, Stephen A. comes back after and he responds back to, because we missed the response in between.
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do the setup.
Drake and Kendrick, they was going back and forth.
I'll do the setup.
Hey,
shit for real, man. Like,
if you don't know what you was opening your Twitter and seeing, like,
so
nigga, like I see, all right, boy.
What happened was, LeBron confronted. Well, no, Stephen A. came to LeBron as a father, giving fatherly advice to LeBron on how this Bronny situation is impacting Bronny and so what and so forth. LeBron did not like that he was addressed as if he was a bad father for trying to make sure his son had a good future. Stephen A. Smith has always had an open door policy. You can look up several clips of him saying, if I say something that you don't like, if you see me, come and talk to me about it. And I'm going to stand on this, that, and the third. He's been saying this for at least 20 years. At least 15. I don't know what he was doing 20 years ago, but at least 15. LeBron saw him. LeBron approached him. Words were exchanged. They departed. People read lips, and that led to, what happened? Stephen A. Smith said what happened. He said initially he said he understood. I was not talking to LeBron, the basketball player. I was talking to LeBron, the father. No, I got to finish.
I don't even think it was.
After that, he went on a Taylor Swift-like press tour, popping up on other people's podcasts and talking about it, and because I thought it was
slick shit. It was slick shit. That's what LeBron said though.
I'm using the word. I'm actually using the words that they were using against each other. He took a situation that he initially said he understood.
Taylor Swift been catching strays like for the last.
Yeah.
Whew, shit. Like God damn. She really is the GOAT.
You know who put that in his bag?
All media.
Kenyon Martin did. Kenyon Martin was the first one that said that if LeBron or anybody would have walked up on him, like Kenyon Martin is because he was on that podcast. So
Kenyon Martin is Kenyon Martin.
Yes, exactly. So then Stephen A. Smith goes up. If somebody would have walked up on him like that, he'd have had to put his hands on him,
But Kenyon Martin is Kenyon Martin though too.
So Stephen A. Smith takes this to say, if LeBron would have put his hands on me, he'd have put his hands on the back, and he said it in a braggadocious way to insinuate that there would be any type of competition.
I want to pause you one second. Did he know that boxing tape of him out there? Did he know that when he said
He
that?
had to have known that.
But also, but then he also said, I know I get my ass whooped, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's the real thing. I think that ultimately, like, again, because there's a lot to peel back from that. It was a whole lot of
I was still
people going in.
I was still getting to
it. Go ahead.
So finally, LeBron ends up going on Pat McAfee. He did that because they were playing. He just happened to be in town. They had a game there. It was not like he flew there separately. He had a game there. Pat doesn't record up in Connecticut.
He records in Indiana.
He records in Indiana. Mm-hmm. The Lakers were playing a game. He said,
"That's a good ass game too."
Pat said, "You know what?
Can
you come through?" LeBron said, "You know what? I do want to come through." And he, it was a very insightful to me thing. Very therapeutic for LeBron, I think, to get some shit off his chest. Stephen A. Smith gets upset, and this is where there's
rightfully so. He said some shit about him. Like,
so Stephen A. Smith wasn't going to other podcasts saying shit about Brian. Like he went on a tour to talk about
Stephen
that.
A. did it in response to what was said. I think that's where media is right now, though.
He responded on First Take and said he understood, and then after he got the battery in his back, went and just started talking shit about him.
But if you put that out there on that kind of platform, then you gotta expect somebody to say something back to you. I'm not gonna expect it if LeBron James was like, "Oh, I know he can't wait to see this video. He's probably sitting somewhere eating ice cream in his underwear." Come on, man. He gonna say something back. And then even to the point where you take it all the way back to when the first incident happened. He was like, "Well, I didn't want." Now, as far as like what's true and what's not, I ain't gonna go back and forth on that. But if he was saying that, I didn't want to address it, I was gonna leave it there. But my producers, and I mean, it's LeBron James. Like he is the trending topic. Even if you take this out, he's a trending topic of whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Athlete, champion, Laker, father to Bronny, businessman, etc., whatever. So, his producer was like, we got to talk about it because it went viral. It's all over the place. So we got to address it. And he addressed it. It is what it was. Now, obviously, everybody else would chime in to take their own cues on it. But I mean, that's where media is going. I mean, that's just what it is. Like you have athletes now who have podcasts, which is the freedom to speak. Right, and they're doing a great job, by the way. Like these athletes and basketball players who have these podcasts do a great fucking job. But like when you say something, you got to know that it's going to get addressed. And the thing about it is, what I'm saying, heavy as a head that wears a crown. First take has been what? First in whatever the fuck they do for what? 15 years. 15 years, right? So like, I didn't even know it was going on that long. But anywho, like.
It was cold pizza at first.
That's what it was called at first.
Cold
so
pizza.
when you talk about something like
it was Skip Bayless and Woody from Denver, the writer,
and Jay from Cleveland.
So when did Stephen A.
Woody Page?
Woody Page.
So
yeah.
what was Stephen A. doing before he got on like cold pizza? He was just doing like
he had a show that was on ESPN that got canceled. There's like kind of like a nighttime. It was like a nighttime talk.
Was that the one where he did it with Kobe Bryant and he was like, "Yo, Kobe, like, what were you doing?" And he was like, "I gotta trust God, bro." Whatever that was.
Yep, it was like a nighttime. He was like was trying to be like a Jay Leno,
like a Tonight Show type of
Tonight
show.
Show, but it was like that's how it was set up.
Got you.
So and he started the Philadelphia Inquirer. Covering AI.
And I do remember him saying that.
That's how he got his real big thing. Yeah. He's covering AI.
Yeah. So like again, that's where this is going, right? It's going from just being on one place and having one voice to like people being able to chime in, whereas it was used to be like if you just gotta say Stephen A. because he's the person like that is like killing the waves right now, which is great. But you got to know if you say something, somebody gonna say something back. Now, as far as like the back and forth between them two, that shit been brewing for a long time. Like I don't know to credit it to maybe when Stephen A. and Skip Bayless were together, but like that shit been brewing for a long time. But what is very true is that LeBron James is a great father. He is a great husband. He is a great businessman. He is a great he was keeping it ball. But when you take it to a point of naming somebody as a father, like you got to be ready for what comes from that. And then with LeBron James being this media, like, what's the name of the media company he got? The fuck, I forget. It don't even matter. It's Overbrook. Okay, cool. Like my thing is, you are also in the media, so you got to know that that's coming back. Now, granted, you know how LeBron answers is how he wants to answer. If I'm LeBron James, with this whole melee, I'm trying to focus on getting us through this motherfucking playoff run.
Spring Hill. It's called
Spring Hill. Trying to get us through this motherfucking playoff run because right now I think we fell off a little bit. We had like fifth, fourth.
LeBron suffered that injury and they lost some games.
I think we were in that 4th to 6th spot. Yeah, I think we ended up between that 4th to 6th spot, which is kind of
getting closer to play-in.
Yeah, so like again, like if I'm Brian, I'm like fuck that. I got too much to focus on right now. But after this season is over, wherever it may end, like I wouldn't go on ESPN First Take. Like I wouldn't do that. I would you know what I'm saying? Like have him come on our shit and we discuss what's gonna be discussed and we put it out there. Now, granted, would that happen? I don't think it's gonna happen. Should it happen? I think it would be
in 4th place.
Okay, I think it would be dope if it happened, right? Because niggas get to put.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Shit out there and talk about real shit. Now, what I will say with Stephen A is you got to be careful because for a little second you was getting into some personal shit. Right, you was like, I didn't talk about where like he said he didn't go to Kobe's funeral when he really was there, and he came back and apologized. So if you hold credit to an apology, or if you don't, that's up to you. But if you name the shit about him not going to Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame thing. Ceremony. If you want to name shit about him being involved and kind of hiding his hand on being lead GM, like there's different things that he was getting involved in. It was like, yo, I don't think you want to do that because you also now have to understand that the same shit that you can Google and look up for LeBron James, Stephen A, he can do the same thing to you. And I'm not saying he will. I don't know if he will. I don't know what's going to come from it. But what I'm saying is, in this area of where we are now, Stephen A is at the top, like media wise. Like you can say what you want, have your feelings about him. Like when he say something, it's go trickle down, right? Because that's what podcasts are talking about. Some of the podcasts people were saying like, I side with Stephen A. Some podcasts were saying I side with LeBron James. But like overall, right? The center focus is about Bronny, right? Because that's what it comes down to. And your thoughts about, Bronny in the league, how he got there, everything leading up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I think it should be dope if I think it would be dope if him and not even ain't no pay-per-view shit. Like just make it a regular episode, let the people see it, and they will start to retweet, Instagram story, all the little clips from it. But one thing that I did think that was dope, Stephen A was like, listen, I'll come on your podcast, we'll talk about it, but I don't want to know what's the thing you be doing, Daryl, where you be taking the words and like edit it. No editing. No editing. I don't want no editing. I want a live stream. Like no editing. So that means if I get called out on some shit, I gotta speak up for it. But if I call you out on shit, you gotta speak up for it. You feel what I'm saying? Like okay. I think that would be dope.
I'm gonna step in. For years, the Stephen A. Smiths, the Woody Pages, the Rob Parkers, the Skip Baylesses have tried to make their career off of propping up the past greats, i.e. Jordan, to diminish LeBron. Because LeBron has been a media darling, is what they call it.
Rob Parker was he?
Yes, Rob Parker is yes.
We have to do a moratorium on Rob Parker.
But it's cool. But no, seriously. And LeBron, to his credit, ignored these niggas for 2 decades. He ignored them. Didn't go on First Take. Didn't go on Cold Pizza. Didn't go on none of that shit. Ignored him. Completely ignored him. But we now seeing old angry nigga LeBron. I'm a father. My son in the league. Like
nigga 40.
Y'all been playing in my fucking face since
that 40-year-old anger hit different. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Y'all been playing in my face since I was 25. Since I was 25. Stephen A. Smith for years has gone on TV and said, I support LeBron James as this, as that. I don't dislike LeBron James. He's great at this, great at that. I just don't think he's the GOAT. My GOAT is Jordan. And finally, the truth came out when he said, I've never liked LeBron James.
As a person.
He's like, but he has been on record.
He said that. He's been said that.
But he's
liked him as a person.
He's on record. I can pull up at least 50 clips. There's so many clips of this motherfucker saying LeBron is a great philanthropist. Yeah. He's good at this. I just don't think he's the GOAT. I can't objectively take you seriously if you're a journalist when you don't like a person. You're never going to give them the props they deserve because you innately don't like them.
As a journalist, you can still. It's a matter of respect. Though.
As a journalist,
I ain't gotta like you to respect you.
They don't work in the same field at all. He has no reason to dislike LeBron.
Why wouldn't he? Yeah, of course they work in the same field. He reports on sports.
Why would anything that he does make you dislike him as a person?
Because you know things behind the scenes of how he does things, and y'all probably have had.
Why does he know anything behind the scenes?
He spoke on how he had interactions with Maverick Carter and how everything that he was talking was through LeBron James with Maverick Carter because LeBron James didn't want to talk to him.
And I'm getting to that. I was on that. These niggas built their careers off of fucking talking bad about LeBron James.
I don't believe that. But go ahead. I don't believe that.
First Take became the #1 show when they pivoted from Cold Pizza to Skip Bayless spending, because they started off the #1 show with Skip talking bad about LeBron James. This is factual.
They would have guest people come in.
Yeah.
Stephen A was one of the guests. That's how he got.
Stephen A was a guest at first.
Because before they would bring in like.
No. This is
they bring in the 2 Live Stews. They would.
But I mean, I'm telling the truth.
If you are the king since Sports Illustrated episode, right, and you deem that king of acting on your shoulders, that comes with. That
I didn't say.
And critiquing him on basketball. There was never a talk about him being a personal. I'm sorry.
So what does he done in basketball to make you dislike him? For you would spend years putting him down instead of trying to lift him up.
He spoke about it on basketball when he talked about his.
I let you talk for like 5 minutes. I'm trying to talk.
I didn't know it was one person talking.
Let me get my thoughts out. Stephen A. Smith is the Stephen A. Smith we know today because he was a credible. I hate to say it. He been a hater. He was hating on AI back in the day. So Stephen A. Smith has been a fucking hater. He just went from hating on AI to hating on Brian. If we gonna keep it real, he got famous in Philly for hating on and reporting on AI private business and shit like that. This is what Stephen A. has been doing. And if I know Daryl know, this is what he's been doing. He got into a brawl back in Virginia. Personal shit. They got shit to do.
I saw him at
on the
Dave
news.
Buster's. Remember that was the whole thing that he used to love.
That was on the news.
I saw him at Davis. That Dave and Buster's thing made national news because Stephen A. Smith reported it.
I'm talking about the fight. I don't know nothing about David Buster. I'm talking about the fight at the bowling alley.
No, Chuck, they call it.
I didn't know shit about the
David
Buster. I didn't know that. I don't know nothing about that.
But no, I'm legit. Stephen A. Smith, he cut his teeth. Basically, like how Windhorst kind of followed LeBron, but Windhorst wasn't hating LeBron. He was actually very glowing to LeBron. Stephen A. Smith has always been the hater. Like he's always put the negative shit about AI out there. And then he went to a bigger scale, being a guest on First Take, where Skip Bayless built his entire fucking career. Post Cowboys, because he did work for the Cowboys at first. I'm talking post being a Dallas Cowboy beat writer.
I didn't know Skip worked for Cowboys.
Oh yeah,
damn.
You got to know your shit. So I said I'm gonna do some research. This is gonna be the theme. Know your shit. Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless had a great dynamic, basically hating on LeBron, and they both were doing it on 2 separate shows. I actually feel really bad for Skip because he's the originator. I know Skip at home punching the fucking air because Brian ignored him forever. Part of me is really sad that Brian even gave this nigga a fucking press run. Stephen A. Smith has got so many fucking views and extra shit off this Bronny shit that they so fixated on. And then LeBron responded. And again, the next day, I understand where LeBron was coming from. He was speaking to me as a father, not as LeBron James, the basketball player. This is a direct fucking quote. Only for him to leave SportsCenter, where he said, not SportsCenter, ESPN, where he said, I'm only talking about it because my producers told me to talk about it. Your producers told you to go and talk about it with Gil? Your producers told you to go and talk about it over here? Like, if your producers told you to talk about it on ESPN and that's the only one you talked about it, why did you go on several fucking podcasts and still talk about it?
Because they asked him to come on there.
He didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk. I'm using his quotes. I didn't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. My producers forced me to talk about it.
So we got to talk about it.
No, his own words said he wasn't going to talk about it. He would not have talked about it at all if his producers didn't ask him to talk about it.
Right, but after thinking about it and seeing how it went viral, I got to speak up for myself.
It was viral before he talked about it.
It went viral. Hence him talking about it on First Take.
I got to take you by your word. If it was something that wasn't a big deal, you understand where LeBron is coming from. I didn't want to talk about it, but my producers edged me on, and then you talk about it. Yeah, I'm taking again integrity.
I get that, but
I'm using his words.
Yeah, I get that, but at the same time, decisions change.
He went.
You don't get to talk. I mean, you don't get to go.
He didn't say shit bad about
me. Not say something back.
You went crazy on him. In LeBron's eyes, you went crazy on him first.
And then not to mention, but he kept it basketball, and that's what I'm saying.
He didn't keep it. I'm talking to you as a father. It's not keeping it basketball. That's not Dosia.
The only part.
How you raise your son? If I came up to you and was like, I'm coming to you as a father. What you doing with your son? That ain't it. Okay. That's not me coming to you as a friend. That's me questioning your fatherhood.
Right, but if he's saying I understand, if he's saying you understand what this looks like, you understand what this publicized.
That's not Stephen A's place to do that. Okay, and it's only looked at that way because y'all are making it look that way. Because y'all aren't talking about the 56th pick or the 54th pick.
But that's not the case.
Who controls the narrative?
That's not the case. His last name is James. His first name is Bronny. If that motherfucker would have been the 55th or the 505th pick, it would have been the same reaction because LeBron James has been etching that he wants to play with his son, which is fine. LeBron James has also stated that he wants that if you want me to stay here, I'm gonna go play wherever my son plays.
So is this TMZ or you are a journalist? Because objectively, as a journalist, you're supposed to cover everybody. You're supposed to say.
I'm covering the news.
How many people got the three?
Bronny James is a trending topic. He's been a trending topic since he made the.
Why is he trending? Because
these Sierra team. Like
how
since he picked up a ball.
How's he trending though? Who's covering him and making him trend?
The news. What you
news. So who?
His last name is Bronny James. LeBron goes on a tear. I ain't gonna say a tear. LeBron James mentioned, which is rightfully so in his own right, that he wants to play with his son. Dope, cool. LeBron James says
we're talking about two separate things.
This is what leads up to it, though. So what you mean?
Okay, you have to. I want you to objectively say there is.
I'm just trying to
objectively. If I can pick up my phone as a regular nigga and Google and see how the other players are playing and look at their contracts, Stephen A. Smith and others presented it like Bronny James is the only person with a 3 to 4 year guaranteed contract as a second rounder. When in reality, in the collective bargaining agreement, most second rounders have a 3 to 4 year. The third and fourth year are optional. Like, yeah, but you're he's not.
But you're talking 2 ways, don't they? Most of them have.
And most of them have 2 ways anyway.
I'm trying, but you know that nigga not gonna get traded.
But
you know he not. Like, what are we doing? Like, okay, the Lakers go trade Bronny James? Fuck no. Because why would you do that?
I'm talking.
It's like walking on eggshells.
This is a fact that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. It's presented to the public because no one does research that Bronny has a special contract that nobody else has. When in reality, he has the exact same contract.
He might not have a special contract, but the nigga does get special treatment. And whether you want to accept that or not, it's a real thing. And whether or not, and I'll take it a step further.
You're changing the subject.
With Bronny James, with Bronny James.
Can we stay on subject?
We're
talking about
we're
the
not
things.
now we're not on subject. You just said what caused the havoc, and I'm telling you, it's catered around.
They didn't
Bronny
talk
James.
about the special privileges, quote unquote, didn't start to after.
I said special privileges. I didn't say they did.
No, but which means you're changing the subject to something that we're not talking about.
I'm not changing the subject. I simply just said this is why it was centered around. I said Bronny.
No, it was centered around him being LeBron James' son.
No, it was centered. This whole shit started because he said, as a father, who is he a father to?
They were already.
Who is he a father to? Bronny James.
But
why is it an issue? Because Bronny James was getting publicized on this whole scale of what happened.
He was already getting publicized before he even said that.
Exactly. So
because,
there's been
because Stephen A. Smith was fixating.
With Stephen A. Smith,
who's the one covering?
There was a whole Netflix cover on the Sierra Canyon team. Before Bronny got there, you ain't hear shit about them. I'm not saying they was trash.
I didn't know
I didn't
know LeBron's high school team until LeBron got there.
True.
He's
exactly.
not the first.
Because when you are the king, you get that kind of coverage. When this nigga went to the fucking
according to y'all, Bronny's not the king, so he shouldn't be getting this type of coverage.
No. But Bronny's playing basketball and he's in the league. He's going to get covered. If this nigga sneezes on the court, Bronny sneezes on the court and hit a three. Look at the coverage. That's what it's going to be.
Why aren't we covering
ain't nothing wrong with
why
that.
aren't we covering the first round picks? Why aren't we talking about the number one? Because we
news,
normally
baby.
every
That's
other
not
year is
the
the news.
news.
Every other year is the news.
And I promise you, when Bryce James comes on, or if he decides to come on next year, to come to the league next year, it's going to be the same thing.
Do you know
Except the only difference is between Bryce and Bronny. Bryce want that smoke. That's the difference. The Bronny is more so quiet. I'm going to just fill in. Bryce is like, nah, motherfucker, I'm about to come in this motherfucker and drop 30. I don't give a fuck if you want daddy or not.
I'm going to bring.
Flagg just dropped 38.
Yeah.
Whoa,
They lost though.
Yeah.
Fuck! What score?
72-65.
Let's bring it. We got to. We go on so many tangents.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it back to how these niggas built their career on dissing Brian, and now because Brian's about to retire, getting close to it, we just gonna diss Bronny. Like,
No, I don't believe in that. But I mean, if that's what you believe. That's what you believe. I don't agree with that. I just don't like.
So I gave you the background and the history on how these niggas got into it.
If you're the king, you have been the king. We say the quote.
Who called him the king?
Heavy
ESPN.
Sports Illustrated, nigga, when he was on the fucking crowd, shit. When he was like, "Here comes the king." Hell, King James, what the fuck is
He didn't do that.
I didn't say he did, but he accepted the role. If I call you King Sleepy and you died down, no, don't call me King Sleepy. For example, I got a perfect example with Devin Booker. They was talking about who's the next Kobe. They was like, Devin Booker's the next Kobe. He was like, "Hey, nah, don't do that. I don't want that. I don't want that person." That shit died down like a motherfucker.
And I will say this:
if Sports Illustrated came to LeBron James, we want to make you the king of.
I'm sure they didn't come to him that way.
I'm just saying, and he was just nah. I don't want that kind of coverage. It's cool. I'ma just.
So can I explain how we got here? Before this, social media wasn't this big.
It wasn't.
LeBron was like, "Sure, I'm next." Every other nigga since him, nah, don't do me like that. Because they saw how they've crucified LeBron for 20 plus years. I don't want to be the next nothing. I saw how y'all did this nigga. I've seen what you niggas gonna do. They just did it to Anthony Edwards last year. Anthony Edwards, the next Michael Jordan. He didn't see that. He having a bad season, now he ain't shit. They just did it. They literally do it. They do it all the time. LeBron's just the only nigga that was able to flourish in it.
When you're the face of the league, that's what comes with it. You don't get, listen, when you become the face of something, right, you got to take the wins and the losses.
So why didn't we do this when Magic Johnson was running around fucking hoes and doing that when he was the face of the league?
We didn't have social media.
But we still had SportsCenter was on.
But we didn't have this type of
Why
social
didn't we
media.
do it when Jordan was fucking gambling?
It's a 24-hour news cycle that makes all this stuff come out.
What I'm saying, there was no fight. Like nigga, news was on tape delay. NBA was on tape delay.
We
even give a fuck about the NBA when Magic Johnson was bending women over in the
Kobe
fucking
grace. Kobe went through a whole rape thing.
He did.
And the media still gave him grace.
And his social media was not. I promise you. I promise you.
That was 04?
That was I had
R.I.P.
I had a Facebook.
Respect the dead. R.I.P. to the dead. R.I.P. to Facebook was popping because I remember I had 2005. I had a fake Facebook that this nigga put me on to. That I had. He's like, "You on Facebook?" I said, "I'm not." That's a whole other story for another day. And
it was July. No, Facebook wasn't popping. July 2003.
2005.
2003. It was at my
July
school.
2003.
I had a Facebook at home.
Maybe he had something else.
No, it was school based at first.
What?
Facebook.
I
had the school.
I just know that I had a Facebook.
Edu.
I just know I had a Facebook with a whole picture on it. That was not my Facebook.
The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a show for 80s babies who were 90s kids. If you were a No Limit soldier, then this is your show. If you believe that Cash Money is not an army but was a Navy, this is the show for you. If you and your friends ever tried to sing a song written by Escape, In Vogue, Shy, or Boyz II Men at a talent show during middle school, this is your show. The I Only Listen to 90s Music podcast is a bunch of 80s babies talking about all the songs and things that we loved when we were kids and teenagers. So if you went to the skating rink and you were at a lock-in, this is the show for you. If you think that Tevin Campbell was the original Prince of R&B, this is the show for you. If you don't understand the conflict between Monica and Brandy, but you're kind of on Monica's side and understand why Brandy got punched, this is the show for you. Make sure that you tune in, subscribe, click the little subscribe link. We're here. We're going to talk about all things 90s music. This is the show for you.
Find out to this nigga was like, yo, I'm hitting you up on Facebook. Why you ain't answer me? I'm like, I don't have Facebook.
Oh, somebody had a fit.
It was a fake. Somebody made a.
No, I remember you having a fake. Was that like 05?
That wasn't his. That wasn't him.
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. And I
literally like the song. It wasn't me.
But no. At the heart of this, I wish LeBron wouldn't have fucking even gave him the shine that he's fucking milking, because he's milking the fuck out of it. He's milking it. He's milking it. He went from I didn't want to talk about it, I understand, to
I want to talk about.
To that's the only thing I want to talk about. And as a journalist, you supposed to know if LeBron was there or not. He didn't just say it on SportsCenter. He said it the night before on this podcast. It simmered in the atmosphere for 24 hours before his producers was like, "Hey, bro, LeBron was there."
He changed his mind.
No, you can't.
And even
he's supposed to know.
Even if he changes
so
his
we're
mind,
not gonna hold a journalist
with the accolades that Stephen A. has as a journalist, he has the right to change his mind. That's the art of journalism.
You can't change your mind on a fact.
Why can't you change your mind?
He was there. You said he wasn't.
No.
That's a fact.
And he came back and apologized. So if you don't want to accept his apology, just say that. He apologized in the same sense of what he said. I was corrected. He actually was there, but everything else I said, I'm standing on it.
But he didn't. Okay, but then he was wrong about
if why I say fuck you, Daryl.
No, can I finish?
And I come back.
So did he?
Daryl, I'm sorry.
Did he acknowledge that LeBron didn't go to D-Wade's thing because his son had cardiac arrest 10 days before? Did he? Because he knew why.
He didn't go into that.
So everything he said was he can't stand on everything he said because
he named a couple of the reasons in which I just said you might want to be careful about that, because if you start opening up shit,
so guess what?
On personal shit, then they get to do that to you.
Out of five things he named, 2 of them was exposed by LeBron. Didn't even expose them; they were exposed by his producers. So if you tell me 5 things, this is why I don't like you, and then two of them are salacious and blatant lies.
It was in response to when LeBron James was on the white man. What the white man? I don't want to say the white man.
Pat McAfee.
When he was when he was on the Pat McAfee show, and he started being slick with how he was saying shit. Like he was being slick with how he was saying shit. I'm not saying he wasn't right or wrong in doing that, but LeBron James went on a podcast and was very slick in how he was talking. When you talk slick shit, this shit gets to come back. Whether you
who's been talking slick shit for a decade? Stephen A. Smith.
If we stand on what we stand on, that's where it come from. Again, it stemmed from
Stephen A. Smith building his career on talking about LeBron James.
And I don't believe that. I mean, again, if you believe that, that's
pull up Stephen A. Smith's most viewed clips, and I guarantee they are LeBron James.
But who has been the most viewed athlete since he came into the league? Like, you can't act like, again, I call myself King James. And I have been placed as the king of the NBA.
I got the caveat. I got the caveat, though. I got the caveat. I got the caveat.
There's no caveat. The nigga's been the most viewed.
Can you let me talk?
I promise you.
Are any of those most viewed?
If you Google,
are any of those most viewed clips him saying something positive about LeBron? And that will tell
the part
you
where he says I want to put up here that he is a great father.
That's not
he's a great businessman. Because that's not what's gonna get you views. What gets you views is negativity, and
that's with
anything.
So Stephen A. Smith focuses on the. Thank you. You said it. So Stephen A. Smith has built his life talking negative about LeBron.
No, he is not. No, he is not.
What gets the most views?
Just because you talking louder don't make.
What gets the most views? You just said it.
Just because what gets selected to make most views, people want to see people talking down on each other. It's always the effect of be the hero long enough to become the villain. Like that's what it is. When LeBron James first came in, it was, oh my God, it's great. Look at this man, this young kid who's doing all these things. Cleveland, we are all witnesses.
Skip was dissing him from jump. Skip was dissing. Skip said he's not a 23. That's Jordan.
Because then you also had the fungus, I'll call it a fungus, of people doing this comparison of who is the next face of the league. Who is the next face of the league? It was Jordan for so long. Is it Kobe? Is it Grant Hill? Is it Tracy McGrady? It can't be this kid from Akron, Ohio? What the fuck are you talking about? And then he comes and develops and shows that he's rightfully so the king of the NBA. But you don't want to hear about that. It's the same thing when you go with a Tom Brady, when you go whatever. We want to hear more about the not the accolades. We want to hear about. I got
to push back.
You can. I'm just saying, like,
because Skip Bayless built his career off of pushing Tom Brady to the top.
And I can't go off Skip Bayless because I'm be honest. I don't follow.
No, I mean
like that. But as far as Stephen A goes,
you told us to know our shit. I'm just saying the shit I know.
I don't know that shit. So I mean,
so
that's fine.
If I'm just trying to educate.
That's fine. As far as with Stephen A goes,
all his most viewed things are negatively to LeBron.
That's not him saying, "Hey, I want you to pull this." Hey, Daryl, pull this clip of me talking bad about LeBron. That's what I want you to post.
So you don't think he's saying those negative things because he know niggas gonna view him?
No, I think he's been consistent. I think he's been consistent
saying bad shit about LeBron.
No, because he gives LeBron praise when he talks about it.
Not on the court.
What do you
all
mean?
His shit is this
all
nigga cool, but he ain't Jordan. All his shit is he cool, but he ain't Jordan. The only thing is because he said he's 2 to Jordan. That's it. He's also said because he's also said in that same show that he was like, listen, and all this. He said I feel like this all stems because I just won't name this nigga the GOAT. I think my GOAT is Michael James. Michael Jeffrey. Thank you. Michael Jordan. Michael James. I think that he is Michael Jeffrey Jordan. After that comes LeBron James. When you talk about all the players that have played in the NBA from the time that it started till now, Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time to me. After that is LeBron James. Do you know how many motherfuckers that played in the league that think that maybe LeBron isn't the second GOAT? I mean, I definitely don't. That's perfectly fine.
But my thing
I have a rebuttal to that.
That's great. But
no, can I say it though?
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
When you are the person that gets to help vote for MVPs and things like that, you don't think that biased because no one will ever beat Jordan plays in why you don't.
So now we talking about he don't deserve an MVP.
No,
because that hasn't stopped him from getting MVPs before. So
but there was several years LeBron should have been MVP that he didn't get.
There's several years that Kobe should have got one, but it went to Steve Nash. What are we doing?
We're talking about LeBron James right now. You're doing this.
I'm not doing.
I don't want to say.
I'm not doing anything.
What got us the original beef?
You can say whatever you want.
When we're having a debate, you can't pivot to something else.
I'm not thinking.
You just said there was a debate earlier. You yourself said we're not taking turns.
You keep saying you want to take it to where it started. I'm saying it started when Bronny James came into the league and it went from there.
It started long before then. Is what I'm saying. We're disagreeing.
Okay,
I'm saying Stephen.
I don't know what to do when we disagree.
I'm saying
I don't know the rules on that. I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
I mean, I can pull up clips of Stephen A. Smith talking bad about LeBron.
I can pull up clips of him talking great about him. So what?
It's never his basketball prowess. It's always other shit.
It's never other shit because he knows that until this recent clip
where he finally admitted that he never liked LeBron.
And that's fine, but
that means he's never liked him. Then
so that means
so everything he's been saying is bullshit.
All the good things he said about him is bullshit as well.
Yeah.
That makes no sense to me.
If
that's the case,
how can I take anything?
Take away everything he's ever said about any other sports member. Matter of fact, get him off of Sports Center since he said something wrong about LeBron James. By God, dear Lord, may he never say anything bad about LeBron James.
What's I for, Dosia? I's for integrity, right? What's I for? Integrity. So he's been lying for years. He never liked him.
There we go.
He never liked him.
Let's take him off.
No, you don't have to take him off for that, but you hold the nigga accountable.
Then let's
if we
hold him accountable, then hold LeBron accountable too.
This ain't about LeBron. This is about Stephen A. Smith being a journalist.
We just said where it comes from. All LeBron did was hoop.
LeBron did was hoop.
So when LeBron, if all LeBron did was hoop, was LeBron also responsible when he did just hooped and we tried to become the GM and that shit failed? And he was like, no, it's not me. It's the GM to do that job. Is it LeBron James?
It is the GM's job to do that job. They literally pay this nigga a salary to put a team together.
Right.
Let's slide time.
Yeah, let's slide to another one.
Okay, I'm good.
I'm just like,
I'm groovy.
This is crazy.
I do have
It's not to me.
This is you, Dosia. You're supposed to be rocking the Iowa State.
You ain't give me the shirt.
No.
You ain't give me no shirt.
I thought about something.
Fuck,
I'm coming to you with this.
You could have got
Would
you
you
a
like to
hat.
double down
Humble you,
on
I can't do no hat.
and postpone it to next year?
What you mean?
And say who a team makes it farther in the tournament.
If he make it next year,
now,
you got to wear
if you lose, you're wearing a full fit.
But you got to wear tracksuit.
I'm getting you a full fit. I'm talking about you gonna have cyclones down your legs.
You got to wear tracksuit.
And you may have to stand up through the episode so people can see you.
Dog.
Or we may have to go somewhere else like Odo spot for people can see the full.
That shit was.
Do you want to, or do you want to just wear your t-shirt next episode?
Hey, before we pivot, I got like 10 phone calls. You got one of them too.
If we doing,
Is Dosia this much of a hater of LeBron for real, or is he acting? It's real, guys. It's absolutely real.
Hold on. So one. Let's. If ever you want to know something about me, please don't ask other people. That shit's stupid.
They thought you was playing a role for the podcast. It's real.
Come to the DM 100%. And let's talk about it. 100%. Javon, come talk to me. Will, come talk to me. Who else was on this thread? Mello, come talk to me.
Mello was on your side.
Mello's on your
side. I stopped going to comments. I just like I'm not
here with you.
After
Kobe niggas unite.
After I make slick shit.
That's not slick. It's the truth.
Kobe,
y'all hate LeBron because Kobe get passed up.
First off, if we go do a tracksuit, you get to choose the color.
No,
it's Iowa State.
I'm going old school.
You want the gold one?
No, I'm gonna give him the old McDonald's mustard.
Yeah, man, because I got some. Y'all got.
I'm gonna get you to fly new shit.
I know, right?
I'm gonna go back into.
I wanted to get that black.
The old school from the 80s. The
Listen,
80s.
Man,
I love it.
A deal is a deal.
Or do you want this rapper t-shirt? You want to double down?
Nah, you ain't finna carry this shit over me. Let's get the shit over with.
Okay, next episode.
Make sure it's dry fit.
You nice for fucking buying it. Cause
I put in. I got you. No. But still,
it's fine.
Make sure it's dry fit though. If I'm probably gotta be dry fit.
He can't even give it back to you. It's gonna be too big.
Yeah, right. You're right.
It's gonna be yours.
It's been a humbling year for me.
And he won't be able to say that you getting paid. He'll be the first one actually getting something.
It's been a very humbling year for me.
That's another thing.
With college basketball,
when you get this t-shirt, you can't now complain to him about you getting paid because you actually have got something more than he has gotten.
I ain't got no damn t-shirt.
But he don't watch college basketball like that. So it ain't.
I watch college football.
So you want to get it over with? You don't want to double it down for next year?
Nah, man, get it over with.
Is it too much to try to have to do the whole full
because
suit?
it's gonna be
that full suit too much.
This will be too much.
I don't know if North Carolina gonna be all that great next year either. Though.
We until we figure out.
How bad you think y'all gonna be next year?
Until we figure out what's going on with Hubie Davis, man. Like,
if y'all fired Hubie, would it be different? Would you feel different?
Who gonna take his place? Roy Williams got to eat crow because Roy Williams was the one that said, "Yeah, Hubie should take that job."
You want to know why? Because he don't want nobody to come behind him and do well. He want his legacy to be
cemented.
And number two, and that's always been a thing.
We
always never want to be the man after the man. You never want to be the coach after the coach that was already.
Always
the
fought from behind, man, and that's the shit that killed us this year. Like, we was in games, we was in fucking game, but we go down 20. Get it back within 3 and then fucking lose. Or with the Duke game. Woo! Jesus, with this Duke game. This man, listen, man, they teach you this.
I ain't laughing because
they teach you this in YMCA youth basketball. When the shot goes up, what do you do when the shot goes up? No. When you're on free throw line, right?
Oh, free
throw line, right? Are you supposed to move until the ball hits the rim? No. Are you supposed to move until the ball hits the rim? What did this motherfucker do? This is a 5th year senior. He's been there before. I don't know if he's been there on that level, but he's been there before. You don't move. This nigga did a whole crip walk into the damn lane before the ball even went up.
So
if the ball goes in, we tied. We go down 1, and the rest is history.
I'm gonna say he's a 5th year senior for a reason. Because if they wanted him in the league, he'd have been gone already.
Well, some cats are trying to get the NIL check.
No, I know.
Like what you call it? Like got 6-7 years.
Is he? Who? Is he there for the NIL? Is he going to the league next year? No, the guy. Yeah. No, so he was not there for the NIL. I'm talking about him in particular. If you are 5 year, the league don't want you, bro.
Money. Money.
I'm talking about what's homeboy from Arizona and went to Caleb Love.
Caleb
Love getting
5 years.
money.
He 5 years.
He not 6.
He not 6.
No,
He
it's
5
5.
years. He 5 years.
It's 5.
He 5 years. Easy on STL, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just 'cause, you know what I'm saying? Easy. I'm just playing. But no, I'm just what I will say is though.
We need to start.
The thing about UNC, what attractive motherfuckers to UNC is because you got a tirade. I don't know if that's the right word, but a tirade. Sorry, tirade of fucking Jordans, retros, all the ones you wanted, right? Now, when you got NIL money, I don't need UNC. I can go give me a plug to go buy that shit. So I'm gonna go over to wherever versus going here. Like you even got Cooper Flagg causing issues. Cooper Flagg is a I don't know if people know, he's a New Balance athlete. That nigga was wearing Kobe's this whole fucking tournament. I don't know how that plays a part.
Hey, look, I'm shout out to my coworker Aaron The Plumber. He started listening to the podcast too.
Hey, thank you, brother.
No,
His daughter is number 10 or 11 in the country for freshmen.
Really?
So he went to Duke. This is a Cooper Flagg story. He went to Duke. So they was visited. They was showing them all the ACC schools and for all these girls that are good. And he's like the only time that they had to put their cameras up is when the Cooper was warming up playing.
Mm-hmm.
There was no cameras. You can't. Everybody put their he said everywhere on campus you could literally
Listen,
be a
bro,
video. They
I ain't gonna hold you.
They said when they walked in there,
I had two high emotional moments when Cooper Flagg this shit happened when he graduated. One, immense love when he put on that motherfucking jersey. He was like, should I commit? That boy had the drape fucking UNC with the ones, the chain. I said, oh shit, we're finna get Cooper Flagg. And then I seen him in the fucking Duke jersey. I said, this motherfucker playing with me. He going to Duke. I know he going to Duke. He white boy tall. He fucking going to Duke. And then I seen him demolish. Who the fuck was guarding him on the USA team? Was it Anthony Davis? Who was on the USA team? Whoever it was.
Anthony Davis.
I forgot who it was. But boy went off. Cooper Flagg fucking went off on the USA team. And I was like,
they talking about he might come back.
It don't fucking
they
matter.
He don't want to play for the Wizards.
He went to play for the Wizards or the Hornets.
Hornets, yeah. Like if they get in the ping pong.
Think about that, bro. You get to choose.
You making $3 or $4 million NIL.
Choosing.
Listen, man.
Choosing.
I'm gonna say this. I don't watch college basketball.
Oh my god, bro!
But to be on this podcast, I got to at least look up shit and know a little bit. At least know what the fuck is going on.
That white boy cold.
Hey, he cold.
That white boy cold.
And listen, I don't have
that white boy.
I don't have a dog in this fight at all. But I have now decided, because he is such a hater of LeBron, I just want UNC to never be successful. So I hope Cooper Flagg stay. And I hope they can take it. Yes.
3 more times.
I've decided I got to take a fucking stand. Enough is a fucking enough. I ain't going to be a Duke fan. I can't do that. Christian Laettner came from Duke, but I'm going to be a UNC hater. Jordan came from there too. Fuck that goddamn school.
At least you admit it.
Yep. Oh,
I'm not a LeBron hater.
Hey, one thing about me, I wear my motherfucking flag strong. I don't fucking hide no hand.
I'm not. But to answer your question, I'm not a LeBron hater. But shout out, but I'm not. You can think what you want. I don't think that he's over my GOAT, which is Kobe. But that's a whole nother story for another day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, you said before it's disrespectful.
Yeah, because y'all were being disrespectful.
We're not.
Y'all were.
We're entitled to our opinion. Like
y'all
we're entitled to
there
yours.
you go. And if we stand on that, we stand on that.
Your opinion is not disrespectful to me. That's your opinion.
Exactly.
You see how
exactly?
She said it's disrespectful.
But no, fellas, y'all were not giving that energy. That's not the energy y'all were giving. We were talking about Kobe.
No,
being
we just said he
Bryant.
wasn't in our top 5.
And y'all were talking down very badly about this.
I had to be like
that's what it was.
Let's transit out of sports.
Yes.
Transit out of sports. No,
Yes.
for what?
Yes.
For what? We were transit out of sports for.
We do have ladies that listen to the show.
We got ladies listening to it.
Okay, women's college basketball.
That's what I was trying to go to. Well, we can go to that.
And some new Kobe shoes will be dropping in 2 weeks, and I'll have them on
Shout out
feet.
to Flagg, who dropped
I can't afford
LSU, but they
Kobe's.
lost by 7 to UCLA.
Fuck,
They
man.
cheaper than Jordans. Kobe's are cheaper than Jordans.
Not in size 14s. 14 and a half.
Is it all even out there?
Huh?
Are they the same price then? Because you be in J's all the goddamn time.
The retros I wear are not the brand new retros.
Why don't you be wearing your GOAT shoes, man?
Because they be getting messed up, dog. Oh, you talking about why don't I wear Kobe's? I can't afford them. Every Kobe pair I found has been $400.
If y'all could have seen Daryl's face,
it's been $400 to $450.
But that's what Jordans are, ain't they?
No, the Jordans that I get are about maybe $250 to $300.
Okay.
Just skip a pair of Jordans and just get a pair of Kobe's. Then just skip.
I have to wait until
put 2 pair of Jordans together.
I gotta wait.
You got you a Kobe and an outfit.
I gotta wait until the rush. But at the same time, like shoes don't determine my love for.
I was just saying.
You know what I'm saying? But again, as far as it goes,
I'm gonna wear some Kobe's next week.
As far as it goes, I want my favorite shoes after the 11 Concords are the fucking Grinches. They got some Grinches that I found.
Somebody almost sold us some fake Grinches.
They are $1,100. Yeah,
no, seriously, I ain't gonna talk about this no more.
He did.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think.
Oh my God, that was so funny when we saw it.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at
that. He's
that.
still doing it too.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
He's still doing it.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
He's still doing it.
Hey, Chris Brown having meet and greets.
He's still doing it too.
Chris Brown having meet and greets.
You gotta stop that shit because somebody gonna call you out. Somebody gonna call you out of your shit, dog. And
Chris Brown.
Hey, listen. Outside of the shit you do with this, we good. Cause you my man. We cool. But that shit right there, bro, that got me looking at you sideways. Like, why you doing that? Stop doing that.
Chris Brown is going on tour
Stop
with Bryson Tiller
and Summer Walker.
Summer Walker.
That should be a good ass.
Back up and popping, right?
Meet and greets back up.
That should be a good one.
Are you cool? Well, you single right now, but hypothetically, would you be cool with your old lady spending all that bread, the amount of some Kobe's basically, to take a picture with Chris Brown?
Oh, and him do the little freaky, crazy shit. Truthfully, I don't know. I don't think
I'm more mad at the money spent than the picture.
Not the picture.
I don't think I'd be as mad as I would because cause again, the picture's the picture. I ain't gonna hold you, but like the layout of what it is. So, for example, like let's say I'm Chris Brown, right? Like literally, security's over here that you can't see. Security's over here, so the ladies don't get two right? And it's like you get. I think it's like you get 2 photos, right? Mm-hmm. And then like so the first one you do what you want. And after the picture's done, picture's done. Because they showed a video of it. He steps back.
Oh, so I've never seen the process.
Yeah, it was like so. He steps back and like, okay, are we doing another one? Okay, ready? All right, he's serious. He goes back in playful mode. Boom. Okay, cool. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. So it's on to the next. So like, I mean, again,
it's the bread for me.
Yeah, it's the bread. It's the bread, but then it's also the lasting picture in your, or literally picture in your mind, seeing your lady bent over or he holding a leg up or some shit. You like, oh my goodness. Similar to when Usher was putting cherries in women's mouth. You feel what I'm saying? Like
that would have bothered you.
I don't think it would have bothered me.
I'm about to say it would have bothered me.
I don't think it would have bothered me. You
that's
know
free. I'm more cool. I'm more cool with the cherries. Yeah, I'm more cool with the cherries in the picture.
$500 picture.
Yeah, you got to pay for the
picture. One, you got to use your own bread. You ain't using mine. I'm not paying for the picture.
Yeah.
And 2,
that picture.
You ain't. That's for you. Don't put that shit on no social media. Or nothing. You put that shit. Put that shit in your drawer. That's for you.
Don't put that in no social media.
That's your memory. But the concert should be fire, and they coming to St. Louis.
The Summer Walker.
I like Summer Walker.
Yeah.
It's $1K for the pictures.
It's $1K.
$1K.
Damn.
Ooh, nigga, that's a mortgage payment.
Yeah, that's too much.
And then some. That's
I think
that's more than the mortgage payment. Shit.
So I don't know a lot of Tiller's music outside of.
He made Don't, didn't
he? Yeah. I don't know a lot of his songs outside of that. I know that.
I like Summer Walker.
Summer Walker is lit. Chris Brown, I feel like he just got off concert, but shit, I mean that's where the money.
That's how they make their bread.
But like when you got somebody like that coming to the city, like that's one of them ones. So I'm sure, like I think the last time he came here, people were taking videos or whatever. But like he does a full on production, like flying from the ceiling.
No, his concert's a concert.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like all.
I would pay to go to a Chris Brown concert.
But the thing about it is, it's gonna be that flow from going from like Summer Walker, who is just, she's like a ballad singer. She's not really a, moving the crowd and you feel me? And like Bryson Tiller, she's like, to my knowledge,
she's the less toxic SZA.
Yeah. And I still can't tell them apart. But like
SZA's got a little more toxic. She got a little more toxic to her.
Yeah.
Summer Walker but
that's what I'm saying. Like it's like
we had this talk before. Janae Aiko is in that group too.
Yeah. You go from like Summer Walker singing ballads to then you go be going to motherfucking Chris Brown, like. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing on like just.
Chris Brown's gonna headline. He last.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
though.
Chris Brown tour. It's the Chris Brown.
But it's gonna be a different flow though.
So I think Summer Walk and because Chris got ballads too. Chris can do everything.
But I'm saying like
he rap, do flips, he do all this shit.
You looking to see all that out of him, but with Summer Walk, I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad concept.
But you don't want to be wore out before they get to the main event. I need the main event to be the most cool shit.
You go for Summer Walker, just say it's 3 in the morning, and I can't. You know what I'm saying? It's a little simple ballad. So then you gonna be saying like, "It's a man on the floor flying across the fucking."
I'm gonna put it to you like this: you went to Hard Knock Life Tour, didn't you?
Yeah.
So. Hard Knock Life Tour, like Redman and Method Man,
hanging out for the ceiling.
Like they was mad energy. Yep. Then it kind of calmed down. Then when DMX came on, the energy was crazy.
Yeah, it's like
And then I needed to rest after DMX. I'm glad Hov just spitting and ain't doing too much but breath control and spitting.
He did
because I'm like,
because that DMX is that was Rough Riders anthem time.
No, that DMX was a lot, bro.
Yeah, man.
The DMX it was.
I don't know. Wait, was the Hard Knock Life tour? Or was it the when the fuck
Rough
did I see
Riders,
DMX?
You talking about the Rough Riders Cash Money tour?
Man, was that when I saw him? Nah, I saw him. I saw DMX and Hov when it was the Bad Boy Presents tour.
Puff Daddy and the Family tour.
Yeah,
DMX on that tour.
He wasn't on that tour.
He was on there.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I don't.
He hadn't even come out yet.
Then when did I see DMX?
No,
I've seen
DMX
live though.
Out then. He came out in 97, 98.
Maybe it was the Rough Riders tour.
Came out in 97.
It's gotta be Hard Knock Life tour.
It's the Hard Knock Life tour. That's 98, 99.
And that was Hov. That was
Hov.
Red Method Man was first.
Then it was
I don't remember seeing Red Method Man, so I don't know.
Who's the next act? Because it wasn't DMX. DMX was right before Hov.
I don't remember when the fuck I saw DMX. I just remember it being live and him doing that.
That's a damn shame. I don't remember who the other artist was.
I mean, it was a long time ago.
Hard Knock Life tour was
Yep, I was getting ready to graduate high school.
Yep.
That was in March.
Yeah.
It was.
So when I saw DMX,
It's March.
It was over Jay-Z, DMX, Method Man.
Okay, cool.
When I saw
Drag On.
That's who went on.
And DJ Clue.
When I saw DMX, he wasn't the head.
Oh, we went to got snacks on Clue.
He wasn't the finisher though. So I don't know what the fuck that concert was that I saw. I just remember he was doing the prayer.
Who was the finisher?
I think it was Hov was the finisher.
That's Hard Knock Life too.
Yeah.
He did that prayer.
Or backstage. No, backstage wasn't the separate.
Backstage it was them filming
Hard Knock Life. Yeah.
I just remember Buddy did that prayer, and it was like, damn, this is
no. Like I saw DMX recently, right before he passed in the 2019.
Did you see him in?
And he had grown men and they're still crying before.
Did you see him?
I saw was in St. Louis.
No,
it came in St. Louis when I saw him.
You ain't see him at Howard?
Nah.
In the club?
Nah.
We went to Howard for and
that was
yes.
That was
Love with him, right?
Yes, nigga.
It was a club. It was called Club Love.
Love.
And is Love still there? Oh,
that's the last time I saw him.
Do Love got different floors?
Yes.
Okay, because this is where it started to come in. So like, I remember
now it's
seeing,
coming back to you.
it made me lose my mind up and hit like
party up.
He was doing that song, and then you go to another floor, and there was a Morion. And I remember this because it was like the region. We was at the Alpha Regional.
Is this Icebox, Mario?
I don't
remember what. I didn't stay on Marion floor long.
No, I just remember as you go up.
Cameron got shot. A car got shot at that night.
So that's 03.
As you go up to different floors, right? You start to see different people. I'm just like, this. It's a lot
going on.
And every floor was like packed. I'm just like,
hey, seeing DMX perform "What These Bitches Want" without Cisco being there. It's not a vibe because it's
just me. What these bitches want.
I am Dom with the Uncaped Mama podcast. What can you expect on the Uncaped Mama podcast? Well, one, you can expect me talking about all types of topics related to motherhood and parenting. So things like, things I've already talked about here, right, are going through loss and experiencing loss and rebuilding your relationship with yourself. I've talked about child support and all the issues surrounding that. I'll talk about money and finances. I've talked about self-care for parents. I will have myself, I'll have guests. I will have funny and light topics and also some more serious topics. My goal here is for moms to take their capes off, be okay with the good, bad, and the in-between that comes with motherhood, and to be able to shape your journey the way that works best for you and your children. You are unique. You are different. There's lots of advice out there and a lot of information you can process. And my goal is for you to determine what works best for you. So That is the purpose of the Uncaped Mama podcast. That is what you will see here. Make sure to like, subscribe, listen, follow, engage with me. I would love to connect with you, and I'll see you on the next one.
Dog, it was.
He said it's just
Somebody
me.
let me know.
That nigga performed for like 6 hours,
I
dog.
don't even know if has he ever performed it with
I don't
Cisco
know.
Live?
But seeing that shit at that club, I was like, I went to the reggae level because it was a reggae level. I said, I'm gonna get the fuck off this level. There's a lot going on.
Since we talking about music though, young nigga R&B,
I fuck with it, man. I don't know if I fuck with all of them, but there's the one.
This nigga know the lyrics. Go ahead.
You was spinning the lyrics.
It's to me a song, right?
Yes.
It's,
The one that
to me, a slide song.
Yeah, but he was like Draco, ooh, bring some you, some too. I can't wait to bust it. That's my shit, dog. I'll be keeping my tool, cause I don't know when I'm gonna have to shoot. So I keep it ready, babe. And he was like, my man's watching everything, and he on the same thing. I was like, yeah,
this is why.
Draco, ooh, bring some you,
and then
bust at you. I can't wait to bust at you.
This is why I can never be mad at Doja for long. The youthful exuberance. I swear to God, this nigga's like a year younger than me, but he know all the young nigga shit.
He does though.
Right. Draco, ooh, sit down, do. I can't wait to bust at you.
Can I talk at you? Can we talk? Have you heard the
Yes.
Can we talk?
I gotta hear that. Oh,
that was a vibe, by the way.
No, Can we talk was a vibe though. He's like,
who sent that? Who sent that to me?
Think about can we talk?
Yeah.
With my tools.
Really? Oh my goodness, dog.
Young niggas are ridiculous. I'm gonna say this right now.
I want that play to like a prom or something.
Y'all be wearing what?
Yeah, I mean,
not with my child there. Don't play that shit with my kids around.
Go, ooh, 6 on you, and said 2. I can't wait to bust at you.
So no, a few years ago, before she blew up, Sexy Red did a similar young nigga. Like that's her. Remember that? I'll kill you.
Oh,
what was the dude that got killed?
The original was Sexy Red. Look up the video, bro.
Look, took the Fantasia song. It was like he was visiting the dude. He was visiting the dude grave in the video.
Yeah, dude from Florida.
He took the Fantasia song "When I See You." It's when I see you. He was like, when I see you.
Yeah.
No, that one was serious though.
That was a good one too, though. But he was serious. But
that one wasn't funny though.
It was actually true.
Sexy Red, Making My Way Through the Hood came out in 2018. Yeah. Making My Way Through the Hood, busted.
It must be a real thing.
Hey, so it's been brewing for a minute. Shout out to Sexy Red. Apparently she her and Nelly cousins.
Some serious stuff, and we talking about it. Big U,
Ooh.
Yella Beezy.
That shit crazy.
Now we up to like what are we up to? Like 4 or 5 different younger.
Big
U is 58. These are parents.
I just say Big U's a grown ass man.
He
got a son in the league. He got a son in the Chargers.
So apparently his son is basically said, I don't. In so many words, I don't fuck with dude. Like he got because I think so.
Because he was in jail most of the time
Well, it's not even that, but like you got what he's in jail for currently right now, or investigated for allegedly is killing.
You can say indicted.
Is killing the kid, his son's best friend, right?
He was a rapper, right?
Yeah. So like the story.
Oh, I didn't know that was his best friend.
Yeah. So
the
like
20-year-old kid was his son's best friend.
Yeah. So the story behind it is very.
This nigga's diabolical. As the kids.
It's very tragic. Like when you go through the, I don't be reading all the indictments and shit like that, but like when you go through like people giving actual this is facts like when NBA players be going to clubs and shit like that, and they be like, yo, they gotta send Big U some money or niggas will show up to that club on some silly shit. Yeah. Like and
that checking in shit started with him.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying in an indictment.
That's crazy. And then and
y'all know Debo from Friday was based off of him.
Yeah. Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
think about that. After you get that,
the character Debo
Friday
is legit based on
Tiny's
Big U.
was listening to like he's like who am I inspired by? He's like Big U. He's like okay, bet now I know how to play the role.
Yeah.
Like no, apparently Big U has been extorting niggas and
but the crazy part is
you don't understand Big U now if you know that's the character that is based.
But that's insane.
Yeah. And I mean it's connect. They're trying to connect his.
They connect him to Nipsey now, man.
Connecting him to Nipsey's death, And I mean, when you start to connect the dots and start to look back at it, it's like, damn, it's rightfully so. Because Black Sam, which is Nipsey's brother, has openly said, no, I don't fuck with him. Like, I stay on my side, right? You stay over there. We rolling 60s, but just know that it's known that he you know what I'm saying? They
if I'm not mistaken, he called before Nipsey's death to say, I heard your brother got shot. He was like, your boy. Like he was early.
Yeah. And then you talk about this live feed where he was like, and somebody in the comments said R.I.P. Nipsey. Yeah, all right. And I was like, damn. You know, so again, it's that mindset you can't be touched, but like
this Yella Beezy shit so crazy.
I did not see that video. I didn't see the y'all saw.
So
I didn't see the video.
Dude, it started from some silly shit of like basically me and all of us is cool, and it's another dude we cool with that starts making fun of me, and then now I end up having beef with y'all two because of this other dude. And then we start fighting, we start shooting. Not everybody did, and Beezy and Jim. And I mean, some dude named something the comedian is the started. It was like his thing.
Laugh every day or something.
No. Hey, seriously, real talk. That video. This is before I stopped watching them. During the pandemic, I was just watching anything. I ain't gonna lie. Pandemic, some shit came on. I'm looking at it. But
that shit was wild.
Like now, I tried to filter
that man down on and it was like
on the highway.
Oncoming traffic. That was if I was driving. Like, are they shooting a movie? Like, is this some like Tom Cruise shit? Because when you look at the video and there's different angles of the highway.
It's the wildest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Like,
dog.
when you look at there's different angles of the highway.
It's the wildest shit I've ever seen.
They're literally like going through traffic, weaving in and out of traffic. So then it comes to a point where like I think Mo 3 stops and this black Camaro stops in front of him. My mind is fuck that, nigga. I'm about to either go around you or ram the shit out that car because you're not gonna get out, right? But instead, he gets out the car. He starts to look for.
He went in the passenger seat to try to get.
Find a gun that wasn't there. But I'm just like, ain't no way. And like, by the time he's doing that, this man that came out looking like Super Mario. You know how Super Mario be running this shit. Had that motherfucker yacked up like this and just started busting. I'm like, that's wild. That's crazy to me. Dog.
It looked more like
that was a movie.
It looked like Contra, dog.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It looked like Contra. Because why? What? Like what?
Yeah, man.
It was. It's daytime. I said these niggas on some different time.
You have to have a certain level of hate to chase a nigga down in opposite traffic on Highway 35 of all things. And if you know about Dallas, you know about Highway 35 is similar to that stretch of Highway 70 between Jenny Station Road and like anywhere else on Highway 70. But like
Jenny Station Road and like Union
Road
and Union.
That like that crazy ass stretch.
Think
about if you driving on 70 and you pass over Jenny Station Road, right? And then
you got to go through Kings Highway.
And then you see a motherfucker stop in front of you, and you stop to get out your car on Highway 70. Both them niggas would have been dead. Because it would have been some semi truck that would have took both them niggas out. Because that's just how
this also, I remember this pandemic time too. So
highway wasn't. So I had to get my mind. I was like, so niggas really wasn't working and shit. Like traffic wasn't traffic ain't today traffic. This is when people was working from home.
It was cars flying by.
Yeah.
It was cars driving by.
It wasn't traffic like normal.
It would have been Dallas traffic. You lived there.
Yeah.
Dallas traffic. It wouldn't have been able to weave or nothing. It would have been just niggas would have just
like I can't imagine what kind of fear that would have been to look for a gun that wasn't there. Why the fuck you ain't looking for your gun while you drive? It's so many questions.
It was November 11, 2020.
So many questions.
Wasn't out on the road.
So many questions. Yeah.
But no, it was cars zooming by though.
That's what I'm saying. But like just off GP, I ain't never been in a gunfight. I am not a gang member. I am not claiming to be a gang member, right? But like if you got your shit, like why you ain't got your shit right there? Why would you get out?
I wouldn't think that I would get in a gunfight on the highway either.
And why the fuck would you get out your car?
I wouldn't. In his defense, the safest place in my car is probably the highway, in my opinion. I'm like,
why I'm getting out the car?
I'm not
getting out the car.
Now that I don't understand.
I'm not getting out the car. Because where I'm gonna go? Ain't no way, bro.
He turned into Will Smith. He was about to get out and tuck and roll.
I don't know what the fuck he was.
And I like Mo 3 too. I like his music.
Buddy ran him down, shot him the fuck up, and then got in his car and then drove off.
And left.
That shit wild to me, bro.
It's the way the shit went down.
Yeah.
The payment was. I said the whole aftermath of this shit is insane. It was
Yella Beezy's cousin, allegedly.
The whole aftermath of it, niggas don't know how to commit crimes. We don't watch no type of crime shows. We don't watch no movies.
You gotta
Nothing.
start watching Law and Order more.
Like
often,
niggas
bro.
just be committing crimes willy nilly.
You gotta know if you want to get
First
off, you gotta watch Law
48,
and Order.
it's plenty of shows you could learn what not to do.
First 48, Dallas or Memphis will get you what you need. But
You want to learn what not to do? I got some show. I got a playlist for you.
that's wild, bro. But I mean, but seriously though, with the Dallas culture, like when you talk about like what Mo3 is and what Yella Beezy was, that shit was hitting levels like Chingy and Nelly. That was the resemblance of what it was when Chingy and Nelly was kind of beefing.
Nah, that shit was worse than Chingy.
No, I'm saying like that's kind of what it went. Like Cruz, how it started. Cruz was kind of like going against each other, but like the way it toppled over, like I will say this,
because in real life,
but
if it'd have been like that, Walnut Park hella better than U City when it come to murdering and shit.
But what I will
no diss to you, I'm like U City would have been done.
What I will say is this was probably one of the murders that I would say kind of resembles Biggie and Pac because you had the media hyping that shit up. Like you had different Instagram places talking about some Yella Beezy here, Mo3 over here. Do you think he should say something? You had what's the old boy name? Vlad TV. Yeah. Like that's the other shit. Like why don't people talk to him? I don't understand that. I don't understand why a motherfucker would talk to Vlad TV knowing that or Adam 22. Like
Adam 22 got arrested last week.
Why would you talk to these people?
Police are now blatantly saying we listen to all these damn podcasts for all y'all gangster niggas that be on there.
Ain't no way, bro.
When your one boy get locked up, you love
Hey, hold on, whoa.
He's funny to me.
Who the boy?
C-Mac or C?
Nah, I don't know.
I think it's talking about Crip Mac.
I'm like, hey, they're gonna turn to Vlad. He was like, cause then your homeboy get locked up. Like,
no.
Yeah, I was sitting there like,
exactly.
But no,
I
only like real. No, seriously. This is gonna sound like I'm gang affiliated, but I'm not. It like Crips funny as fuck. It's like faux Crips that I just enjoy them niggas making fools of themselves. I will watch them all day. Yeah.
Crip Mac is locked up.
Hey, Crip Mac, boy, that ain't Brick Baby a Crip? I will like. It is fucked up because I definitely enjoy watching Crips.
These niggas are all talking from themselves. Like it's all over the internet about these guys calling their significant others, girlfriends, wives, or whatever, homeboys, whatever. Yeah, man, it's all a misunderstanding. They got me. I would be the friend that would be on the phone. Listen, nigga, let me tell you something. This is not a phone call for you to talk to people. I need you to understand. You probably about to be in jail for a while. Do you want us to start doing something like a fund? Like you want us to
go fund
like what you want us to do to help you out? Don't say shit about the case because it's not looking good for you. Because it's not looking good for you. Because
this nigga
on the way in. This is what I be saying over the line on the phone. On the way in, your boss, Big U, has already said, I don't even mess with them like that. He's gonna tell on you. He's gonna tell on you. So just understand. I'm telling you how this is about to work. That nigga said on the highway with a seatbelt on. A nigga that murders people, but it's safe enough to put a seatbelt on, lets you know how diabolical this is.
No, he's smart. If I'm he's racing down the highway.
That man,
he's safety first.
That man said,
safety first.
They got me affiliated with so and so and so and so.
Safety first.
I don't even like them like that. What make you think that man ain't finna sit in front of these individuals and investigators and be like, yeah, he did it and he did it.
What's the other nigga name, man? Now is he a Crip?
Wack 100.
Wack 100.
That's a wild boy.
He a blood.
I don't understand.
Hey, Wack 100.
He ain't get a,
I have a Snapchat just for Snap stories because Wack 100 and 607 Unc stay in some.
Since you put me on him, now he's popular.
He was popular before, Daryl. You just wasn't looking at it. This nigga was popular before. Yeah. That nigga was popular before. Why? I don't know.
I don't know who is that.
607 Unc.
Oh, he looked like his name was. Nope, I almost said something bad. This nigga might be a murderer. Never mind. He from St. Louis, though.
He said he wrote Country Grammar.
He said he wrote Country Grammar.
Oh, I think I seen the clip of that. Okay.
He looked like
he said he's part of Illuminati. He the folks. He a Crip. He in every game.
What I will say, and since we in this,
I don't ever want to get that big. They podcast different.
I think with this whole thing, a lot of people talking about rats and people telling on each other and loyalty and all that kind of shit, whatever. the crazy thing about it is, even with the Yella Beezy shit, Wack 100 was tied into that because this is what it was. So because when you go down a rabbit hole of shit, you just learn shit you don't like. I didn't even know that.
You be going down the rabbit hole of the most random shit.
For most random shit.
I'm not I ain't finna read shit about the court case.
Exactly.
I don't want to do no research on Stephen A. Smith, but this the shit you in the rabbit hole for.
On random shit. Yeah. So
God damn.
So Mo3's manager, or RP to the dead. Mo3's manager was like doing an interview, and the interview was like, so
that was on Real Street Life, wasn't it?
I don't know the name of it.
It's when he's sitting on the couch and like,
yeah. And he mentions, he was like, yeah,
I saw it now.
Yeah, because he's like, yeah, because I was talking to Wack, and me and him talk a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because we talk a lot about different business stuff like that. I'm just like, how?
You dealing with these niggas?
How? This is Dallas, Texas. How the fuck are you involved?
Somehow Wack is connected.
Always involved
with a lot of
but
niggas.
Never arrested. And how is that?
What if DOC never got into that car accident? What if Ice Cube didn't leave NWA? What if the Game never leaves G-Unit? What if Teddy Riley never moves to Virginia? What if we got that J. Cole and Kendrick album? What if the RZA would have never had that flood? How would the hip-hop world sound today? Welcome to Hip Hop What Is, the podcast where we dive into the biggest what could have beens in hip-hop history. From iconic album delays to game-changing partnerships that never happened. We reimagine the culture we love and explore its alternative paths. And you are now at Hip Hop What Is.
You talk about leaks and
we don't want to see anybody get arrested if they didn't do anything. Let me put that out there now. I don't want to see anybody falsely accused.
True.
I'm not accusing Wack 100 of anything, but that he's adjacent to a lot of bullshit.
You always are there. It's like every time you see an accent, that person's always there. It's crazy seeing this, huh? It's like, yeah, didn't I just see you?
Wack is, did I just see you? Wack is where's Waldo? If he's always
because he's red and white, he's light skinned. He's red and white.
He's always in the mix.
He's red and white. He's light skinned.
Red and white.
You gotta pay attention.
You don't see that nigga first, but if you look at the picture long enough, Wack 100's there.
He know about everything. He's always affiliated in the beef. Now, granted, I can understand the beef with the K-Dot and Drake. That's West Coast.
Yep.
He was in doubt. Hey.
Who is that?
That's Rhea.
Oh, that nigga smiles so. Hey, Rhea.
No,
when you get on stage, make sure
we gonna bring her for Pop the Balloon.
Tell that man to stop. Hey,
because it's gonna become.
We putting you on Pop the Balloon.
No, we're gonna put you on. We doing a new segment called "Just Posted Pop the Balloon." I'm playing. I'm lying.
But now, like he.
I'm just playing.
He involved in all that shit, man. It's crazy.
She gonna pop on for a second. We got special guests. All right, cool.
It's crazy to think that that's what it is now. Like if something happens, he always speaks on it, and it's deeper than just him being a podcast because he always says, I'm not on the internet. I don't do this internet shit.
It's like an insider. Like he's been there.
That's what I'm saying.
He's Woj. He's the Woj.
He is.
He's the Woj of hood niggas. He's hood nigga Woj.
Me and Doja not gonna do it, but me and him go rob a bank. He's like, man, I was just in there with them cats right before they went to go rob the bank. How was you there? How did you know? I just only talked about.
No, literally. This is what he is saying.
You know that shit.
This is what he is saying. So I just happened to be in St. Louis and I seen him.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen a nigga with the dreads and it was a tall nigga. And I said, they must be up to something. And then next thing I know, Real STL News was like he really he's woke. He's woke,
bro. And he's never touched.
The multiverse connected this month. It was academics. It was Adam. It was all them niggas.
Wack 100 lives in
multiverse of hating ass niggas got together.
Wack 100 house is not in some gated community. It's not. That nigga lives very reachable, but don't nobody touch that nigga. It's like picture me just being
me living in Pine Lawn.
Yeah, and nobody fuck my house. My door open, gate open, and shit like that. I'm cutting.
Shout out to Pine Line. No diss to Pine Line. I fuck with Pine Line.
I'm cutting grass and shit with my headphones on. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of life you live. So nobody touching that.
Hey, real talk. Last week or something, might be 2 weeks ago, the multiverse of like hating ass podcasting niggas like linked up. It was like Academics, Adam 22, Wack 100, like all these niggas in the podcast together. Oh shit! And I was like, something back.
The other dude, Trap. What's the dude?
Yeah,
the dude from Europe.
Yeah.
Trap Lore.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I said, how did these niggas connect?
He's the one that got that thing on. He did that had people mad about what's homeboy from Chicago, Dirk's homeboy that got killed. The reason that he went and did all this shit, him being killed.
What?
The reason the dude that got killed, the reason he went after Rondo.
King Von?
Yeah, he did. So the dude Trap Lore got on because he did the thing of like King Von is a serial killer. And he did that video.
So I'm gonna be real.
That's where the Trap Lore dude came from.
So listen, it's a tree. Just like I was doing the tree earlier.
So it's like a culture tree.
Like Academics was the tree who was doing. He started off the tree. He the roots of the Chicago, hating on Chicago and drill and all that shit. And then all these other niggas kind of sprouted from him. So, no, Skip, like how Skip Bayless is the tree of LeBron haters. It's Skip Bayless, and then the other niggas. That's how they go. It's Academics is Skip. He the Skip. But he just find new niggas to latch on to, like he latched on to Drake now.
In a world of like, when you talk about rats, it's just crazy how nobody has ever. Hey, Wack, actually, let's holler at you real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Think he's snitching on people? I don't think he is.
It's just he always seems to be there.
He just
it ain't the fact even if you snitching or not. It's like if a murder happens, 5, 6, 7 murders happen, and you just happen to know. Like, how do you know about this shit? How are you invested in the Dallas beef?
No,
it's in Dallas, man.
He was invested in that shit that was going on with the. I hate
the
this
Chicago
shit.
You was invested in Chicago.
Not the Chicago shit. Oh my god, when Takeoff got killed.
He was invested in that. That's Houston. Why are you invested? Him and Jay Prince was going back.
Jay Prince.
Yes.
That nigga.
Jay Prince Jr. and Jay Prince Jr.
Jay motherfucking Prince.
All right, before we go to our last topic, y'all want to talk about this Marvin Sapp thing?
I would have. Okay.
Rick can come off.
You can give what happened first.
Rick, you want to come in on the Marvin Sapp?
I got to take lead on this one because I'm snitching. We just talked about snitching. I'm snitching. Okay, I need the thug girl. Got the army pants on. You can have my chair. No, scoot in the middle. You can have mine.
You always give me your chair.
I'm trying to pick that up. Oh, you got the thighs out? You knew you was coming.
I was moving shit this morning. Like,
y'all can't see it, but ladies, those got the thighs out. He knew Rhea was gonna be here today.
That's what it was.
Here you go.
That's what it was.
Here you go.
Thank you.
That might wall sit.
Can you sit right?
Oh, you're gonna be a little corner. Thank you. Should have gave her your seat. She'd be on your. Hey, listen.
So that's the one where dude was like saying you got to stay in the. You got to stay in the church so we get the money. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked out well in the St. Louis church. That wouldn't have worked out well in the St. Could you imagine that nigga did that shit at like a church on like Kossuth or like St. Louis Avenue? Like that shit would have been like that should have been voice of the people.
So this is the first time I'm gonna say
You have to come closer.
I'm
closer.
So
she needs you closer.
I don't want to fall over.
She needs you closer so she can get half of your chair too. Post up on your leg. She trying to get you closer to the moves. There you go. See that? Teamwork make the dream work.
Okay, thanks.
All right, so
We're in here.
teamwork make the motherfucking dream work. Hi, Rhea. She got on arm fatigue pants, her toes out.
She can't read.
Hey, y'all. Hey.
She got the jacket on.
You know what I'm saying?
Jacket with the toes out.
With the toes out.
In case it get hot, in case it get cold, she ready.
That's not the truth. Like, I just.
It rained earlier. You said
It did rain. It rained a lot earlier.
So no.
No, go ahead.
Marvin Sapp decides that he's going to raise. Was it $40,000?
Yeah.
This isn't tithes. You know, you paid your tithes already. He like.
Wait a minute, this not tithes.
No,
I don't know what. I forgot what the reason.
It's
was.
almost.
Wait a minute. Run that back. Run the whole story back.
Something else.
They
like,
already did that.
Yeah.
So I done already gave you bread. I done gave you bread today. I did my offering too. Like we did all this.
Man said close the doors.
And then you like before y'all go home, close the doors. I need he count niggas' pockets. I know y'all got it. I need 20 for everybody. And y'all down here sitting down here costs money. Y'all gonna give me 100
Where was this at?
at his church.
Yeah.
Oh, in Texas, in Dallas.
Is that Marvin Sapp?
Yeah, Marvin Sapp Church is in Dallas. We had me and my. I've been to
he
church
start y'all
before.
while y'all was there?
No, y'all want to know something? I don't want to
Did
talk
he
about
strong arm
this.
y'all?
No.
Oh, this nigga been
No, I didn't say this. No.
It's a safe space.
I don't know.
That's scary as
How
fuck
many
though.
times y'all paid? Like 6 times?
No, let me tell y'all. So we were trying to try out. So y'all know Chloe, my homegirl, and then all of our
Shout out Chloe
homegirls.
for sure.
For sure. All of our homegirls are down there. So they was like, okay. So I come and I was like down there for my birthday. So we went down there and we was like, okay, let's go to church. And so we went to the church and the church was
it nice?
Podcast. We definitely discuss healing. We discuss aspects of psychology. We discuss you becoming the best you, mental wellness.
For sure.
Health.
Femininity. Parenthood, dating,
Definitely
as
dating.
single parents, and it's from a lens of 2 psychologists,
Yeah.
So,
but also two people who grew up with both parents, married parents, and then you all know that Chloe and I are the youngest of our crews, her siblings and my siblings. So so it's from that perspective.
Yeah, looking
as
at life through that lens.
Yeah.
So you're gonna get a whole lot of things from us. From us being women, going through life as parents, and all of these awesome attributes. But yes, womanology, the study of women.
The study of women.
It
was a beautiful.
It's a mega church, I assume.
It's not a mega church. That's why I'm confused on the $40,000 because it's not a mega church. Literally, it was seats that were still empty.
All right.
So it's not a mega church. I'm like, are you
He
sure?
got an
it's
early
his
morning
church?
service, afternoon service, like what?
No, he only has one service.
Oh, well, damn.
That's what I'm like. Are you sure it's his
I
church?
saw a video.
Or was it
that man turned around and said
somebody
and charged the
else's
choir. You got to be.
How you gonna charge money at somebody
How
else's
you go?
church? That's
It's Marvin
But
Sapp.
my thing is, how you gonna charge the choir? Like, bro, I'm here singing your songs. How you gonna charge me for your songs?
Singing Jesus.
He turned around and told the choir, he was like, each of y'all finna give me $100. That's when I would have walked clean up out of there.
Like his church.
I would have walked clean up out of there.
These seats right here
I
cost money.
would have walked to that exit booth and
These
been like,
seats
hey,
down
look.
here cost
I would have left.
No, the song we would have started singing was Try Jesus.
I would've
Don't
left.
try me.
I just.
Because I throw hands.
Eric Lorenzo Dilla Jr.
I wouldn't
I'm putting my
have
full
left.
name on this motherfucker. This is me. I'm at this church as a cult.
Save me.
Hey,
They shut the
Save
doors.
shut the doors.
And
Save me.
they're not letting me out.
Hey, it would have been
That's
a
what they
whole.
do at Coast, though. They do that.
Guess what? I don't go there either.
Until
they
you
do
like
what?
at Coast, for real. Like at Coast, you know.
What's Coast? What's Coast? Oh, Coast.
Coast.
Oh,
At-
Oh, coach.
Gotcha.
Okay.
That was actual
I
church.
thought you was naming a St. Louis
Name
church.
a
I was like, oh,
No, in actual Coast, guys.
I'm calling
They
Channel
do
4. Like,
tell you to
Call it
you have to
LED.
pay a certain
You
amount of
pay
money to
for it.
get out
that's
or to
insane.
get in. So
So no, I'm legit. As soon as he starts on the phone, because I'm not giving you nothing else at that point. I want to take back what I gave you already. At that point, I won't.
Like, what was the outcome of the service? Did he end up getting money? He ended up getting money?
he got $40,000.
He got it
That's crazy.
and let them go home.
That's
He
crazy. Ain't no way.
extorted them. That is-
It ain't no way, bro.
No, y'all, for
Do
real.
you think that would have lasted like East St. Louis Church
Fuck no.
on like
So-
a Sunday in
North St. Louis
in-
Church.
No way.
South
There-
County
or
Church.
like one of them little churches you be seeing when you drive through
Hey,
little
no,
neighborhoods.
Listen,
No.
there's a lot of people in St. Louis
No.
defending this on social media. Like,
Ooh.
I ain't gonna put anybody's name out because I ain't gonna diss
You
somebody.
didn't read the word correctly.
The word say
Nah.
He wasn't trying to. He didn't say lock the door. He just said.
he just said close the door.
No, he said lock the door, and he said when y'all living out here together. That's what he said.
Y'all just want to go to a restaurant and get something. This nigga, I've been here for hours. I'm hungry. Yes.
Yes.
You want me to take
That would've went- that would've went
take my
totally
food
left.
money and give it to you?
That would have went totally left, bro. I ain't.
Last topic.
I'm gonna tackle that
That's
nigga.
the reason we brought Maria in is Pop the Balloon is going to be.
Yeah,
on
I know
Netflix.
it's on Netflix.
You watching?
I don't even watch it on YouTube. Sorry.
So you don't watch the St. Louis one either? They got the St. Louis Pop the Balloon.
Sorry
Pop
to
the
that
Balloon
man.
is pretty rad.
So how you gonna make it into a show though? Like, how does that work?
So what happened is that she received a $1 million deal from Netflix.
Who did?
the girl that started.
The
Pop.
girl
girl.
started on YouTube
Shit.
because she has like 1 million followers, and it's a very lucrative show. So she got Yvonne Orji, y'all know the Nigerian.
That's the old girl from Insecure.
Yeah.
Issa's best friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not Margie.
Molly. There we go. So she got her to host. No, you have to rewatch the show again. Issa was no. So because I hated Molly too. I hated Molly too. And then I had no. I hated Molly too. Then I had to rewatch the show, and I was like, Issa.
Alternative facts. Molly is the worst friend I've ever seen.
Molly got her. Yeah.
So y'all think this probably is it gonna be all black people on this? Or
They commercial it.
It's been commercialized. So
yeah.
I just don't
get Aaron the Plumber on there. And we gonna get
wait. So how long
have influencers and all kinds of celebrities?
How long is every show?
I've never watched the show.
I've never watched it. So
I've only watched the St. Louis one.
I've only seen 30-second clips on Instagram.
People I know and shit.
I'm glad
I've never watched it.
Shout out to Stacy. Stacy's sister was on there.
Stop playing.
Yeah,
there you go.
Wow.
She was one of the ones choosing.
I be seeing comedians on there that I know.
So what she say happened? Like, did she say it was like a you show up to the studio.
So I think she's out of Phoenix, I believe. And she started the pop the balloon thing, and then everybody. Now it's one in like probably 30 cities probably now. And random pop the balloon.
And then there's other like not spin-offs, but other people have copied it.
Yeah.
And so there's a bunch of
people
they got
show?
one just for people in the senior citizen home.
Yeah,
like,
there's a
65 and up one.
There's a bunch of different ones.
That was funny.
I want to watch this.
The St. Louis one is not affiliated with the one on Netflix, obviously. I'm surprised they didn't get sued. They make a video.
That's crazy.
I don't
see what a reason would be to keep this. I mean,
on the St. Louis.
Is it like one season? It's like one season or something like that?
No, I think she got
about 2-3 years.
Well, I mean, he's talking about the Netflix.
I'm talking about Netflix joint.
Ain't started yet.
I don't even know how that's.
They just announced it. I'm sure it's gonna be.
And then what happens when you if you find somebody you link
you go on a date?
They pay for it or something? Like I don't understand. I'm just trying to understand.
Like, is this the love connection?
How far is it going?
Is this Chuck Woolery?
Like how far is it going? You know what I'm saying? Like
shout out to actually one of my professors in college actually went on Love Connection.
Really?
Or whatever.
With Chuck?
How you know
he didn't get so they go because he explained to us in college what happens. It was a white gentleman, but he said that the main person goes out with all three people, and then that do go out. So he said that was the first thing he asked about. He's like, "Who paying for these?"
Yeah, because you're going to
three. He said it was all pre-booked places.
Oh, okay. So pre-approved places.
Yeah, so
I guess.
And you're not planning it. So it's not like like some people that be on there, they be like, I ain't like that he took me to the museum. He was like, they picked that. Like,
I didn't have the choice.
Yeah, I had no choice.
But I think Pop the Balloon is you go on a date or possibly smash or whatever y'all finna do. Like whatever y'all gonna do, y'all gonna do.
Have you seen Aaron the Plumber before Pop the Balloon?
He went viral though. I mean, he been doing this thing. Hey, buddy's in shape too.
16 reality shows.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, y'all. Y'all gonna have to send it to me.
You have your phone with you, just Google.
Yeah, he like.
You leave Google Aaron the Plumber.
Yeah,
dark skin dude. He's on that Zeus show now. Reality show with Erica Mena. Dating her on there.
Oh, Erica Mena. You know, I still got a soft spot for Erica Mena. Y'all know, I really do. Y'all don't know.
That's a wild. Listen, that's a wild woman.
That's the therapist in you, Rhea. Trying to see the good in people.
She needs some help.
She does need help.
Like
but I do have a soft spot.
I'm not charging her saying like she's like it's just like her views.
Going in her dude crib.
Like what
she's very abusive.
She beat the shit out of Safari. She beat the shit out of Safari. And then ran off into the night like that purple man on He-Man.
Ran up to the night?
Yeah.
Like Skeletor?
Yeah. It's a video. It's a video. Like for real. She beat the shit out of Safari, climbed out over that little thing, and then ran off into the night like Skeletor. Like I was like, damn, dog.
She scaled the wall.
She did. And that was dope as fuck. I'm like,
she actually put a ladder
talk about,
yeah.
No, wait, talk about the line, and that was dope as fuck. Nigga, what? Abuse,
like
nigga,
I'm talking about like the ability. Yeah.
You talking about the whole?
She ran out like Skeletor.
But
like an action hero.
Aaron the Plumber, he's like on all these different shows.
He is.
Now. He's on like
just look at images.
I'm here.
That's that nigga right there.
So does Netflix bring Aaron the Plumber?
He ain't got no neck.
Do they?
Oh, you know what's crazy? Hey, look. He's into it.
That's my first episode.
No, look. He's into a Wack 100 right now. Ain't that shit crazy? Ain't that shit crazy? Ain't that shit crazy?
Once again, that is a part of.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm telling you, it's shit crazy. I don't know how.
Might be the episode title.
I don't know how far. I don't know how far in it is, but I just know that they was going back and forth on Instagram talking about, hey, yo, I know where you at.
Wack 100.
Yeah.
But we can find him.
But he always in some
Not
shit
exactly.
that he shouldn't be in.
Waldo, you can't
No,
find.
but listen, but you gotta look all. In
But
the
the
sense
goal of what
there'll be a picture of a crime,
Yeah.
and that nigga
And you'll
in
look at
California,
you'll look at the people that are looking at it,
and the
it's
main
right there.
people is in the front, and somewhere in
Yeah.
the back is Wack 100. Like, nigga, I'm here too. like,
Yeah.
I know all about it. I got the plans.
I got the plan.
So somebody sent me some text messages. I ain't gonna put them out there. Like, that's the shit
That what
he
you saying?
He
That's
be
what you saying.
So I don't be on the internet like that. But
Exactly. And I don't be on the internet doing that. That's on Pyru.
but
But
you
let
know,
me bring it back because again, I'm not
but
getting
niggas
affiliated.
just
I'm
be
gonna chill
sending
out.
me stuff.
Yeah,
So
facts.
I got the whole thread.
Facts.
Nigga,
I
how?
got to to the street.
How do you have that?
Yeah.
Why? Did you pay for it? No, they just gave it to me.
Here we
I'm
go,
Wack.
man.
And I hope you don't see this. Don't join the posted multiverse.
Multiverse.
You stay over there.
Ain't be
We are
going in.
college educated people. We want no problems with you and the shit that y'all niggas be on.
No.
Please and thank you.
We are like piled up on top of each other right now.
We definitely are.
Like this
This is
shoulder to shoulder, like
I
damn,
keep
like
thinking to myself like this is.
I'm sitting.
Yeah.
I'm very
This is
comfortable.
yeah.
Tell people about your show.
Hey y'all, hey. I am Rhea. This with Womenology Podcast. We still working with the name though, but it's Womenology Podcast, and y'all
fire,
can
too.
catch me. We do interviews with women. We talk about self-help, self-care, psychology of the mind, being self-aware. We're real spiritual. We real zen over there. We not hype like this, but it's cool.
We've been on
Bye.
the show a couple times. It's fantastic. They are great hosts. They always show love. And
Yeah, where can people hit you up, Dosia? Don't say
Shit.
this, the thing is on the bottom.
It's on the It's on there though.
Some people listen on audio, man.
All right, well, search Doja on Instagram, and then you'll see me on Facebook, and I might
_O_S_I_.
break the Don't do that shit for sleeping.
she doesn't have to.
Yeah, make him do his own shit.
Make him do his own shit.
I stand on my own too.
Too. Shut
I
up.
gotta make it hard. I stand on my own too, and I'm not petulant. I'm gonna say my shit. Gotta go.
Say another word.
Petulant. He gonna Google this shit later. He gonna be like, what the fuck he said? And he gonna call and cuss me out because it wasn't a nice one. Anyway, you can hit me up at Gotta Go to Sleep. GOTTA. GO2SLEEP.
Oh, you are sitting on two separate chairs. Oh, that's why he was like, I was like, what the fuck is?
Hey, light skinned people, can I say my shit?
Colorism. You see this nigga?
Oh, I'm definitely a colorist, 1000%.
No, I'm saying like I didn't know that she was like. I didn't know
The nigga say you too close.
That's what he said.
No, I didn't say.
That's exactly what he told
I didn't
me.
say
was
that. I didn't realize.
Light skinned niggas be hating.
I
He
didn't
told me I'm too
realize.
close.
I didn't realize that's how close. That's why you.
Sleep, he said I'm too close. So can you just give me some more chairs,
Hey,
please?
you can have my chair here.
Why you did it in the first place?
I offered it to her. She
Why you did it in the
offered
first place?
I offered
Stop
it
being petulant.
Spell it. I'm being silly anyway.
PECHALANT. Petulant.
PET.
Oh no, I said PEC.
This is not a spelling bee.
Okay, you're right. Anyway,
Yeah.
we really actually like each other. Me and Doja, we've been fighting together.
Fuck that nigga.
For 20 years.
Fuck that nigga. How about that?
He a LeBron hater. It's cool.
I'm not a LeBron hater.
Check us out. Keep watching. The streams this month have been fantastic. We get Doja an Iowa State shirt with the money. Holla at y'all later. Peace.